Hey guys, I got something really cool to show you today. It's a little bit different. It's a theater standee. These are called theater standees because they are in the movie lobby and they're either previewing the coming movies or they're to display what's actually playing. And this one is a Star Trek one. Well, obviously Star Trek. This is the Mr. Spock. This is from Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. That is, of course, when we meet Mr. Spock's half-brother, Sybok. And he steals the Enterprise, and they go through the Great Barrier, and he's in search of Shakari. And they do find a being, but the being is not the god of Shakari. And this is the standee. I was so excited to get this off eBay. On the front of the box, I'm going to put up a lot of pictures for this. On the front of the box you can see Stardate 8454.130-S, Star Trek, Pop Kit Part 1. This is Mr. Spock. Look for Part 2 coming soon. Now, the ones that I have seen, they have Mr. Spock. They have Mr. Spock with the Klingon ship, the Bird of Prey, over on the left-hand side, and they have Captain Kirk. They also have Captain Kirk with the Enterprise on the right-hand side, and they're there to advertise the VHS release of Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. So, the box, other than that, is pretty plain. It says Spock on the bottom. I wish when they shipped it to me, I got it off eBay, and I wish they had shipped it like a little better, or put it in something to protect it more, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to open it for you. I want to do it carefully so I can keep it preserved. Down for you. Okay, so I'm going to lie it down, and I'm going to adjust the camera. Alright, that's a little bit better. Let me go ahead and drum roll, please. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's pretty cool. You see that right off the bat. Got the Klingon ship. Let's see, I'll put that over here for now. We got Kirk, Spock, and Mr. Sulu. And we got the copy of the tape. Let's see, what's this? This looks like it's seen its better days. Well, this is old. This is probably what stands it up. Put that over here for now. You can see Mr. Spock. You can see where the Klingon ship goes in. Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. And it opens up. You can see him. That's really wild. He looks great. I wonder if this is like life size. We got the instructions. Actually, if I put that there, I want to show you guys all the stuff that's in here, but I want to keep showing you Mr. Spock. Maybe if we put him over there. We got the instructions. I'll put up pictures of this to show you guys. And you can see Cyborg when he was about taking over the Enterprise. And you can see the Klingon general, the retired Klingon general. Let's see. And this is the bottom part. This is his pants, and you can see his boots. And what is this? These are just pieces of cardboard with duct tape on them. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble him, and I'll show you what it looks like when he's all assembled. Alright, so I got him assembled. Let me bring the camera up for you. It's a lot taller than I thought it was going to be. You can see it's got the scenes from the movie. And he's holding the VHS tape. You got the Klingon bird of prey coming up over him, and you got the moon behind him. I'm not sure if that's the moon, or it looks like a moon. Yeah, that's the moon. And you've got Kirk, Spock, and Mr. Sulu. I'm sorry, Kirk, McCoy, and Mr. Sulu. And it gives you some movie information. Paramount Pictures presents a Howard Bennett production, Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelley, co-starring James Doohan, Walter Koenig, Nichelle Nichols, George Takei, David Werner, Lawrence Luckinbill. Exclusive consultant Gene Roddenberry. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. Director of photography Andrew Lazio. ASC visual effects by Ben Farron. Executive producer Ralph Winter. Based upon Star Trek. Created by Gene Roddenberry. Story by William Shatner and Howard Bennett and David Lowery. Screenplay by David Lowery. Produced by Howard Bennett. Directed by William Shatner. A Paramount picture. Original soundtrack album on Epic Records cassettes and compact discs. Read the novel from Pocket Books. Panavision. Copyright 1989 by Paramount Pictures Corporation. All rights reserved. Star Trek is a registered trademark of Paramount Pictures Corporation. This film is rated PG. Now, what it comes with is there are little sticky pads that hold the cardboard in place to the stand. I did not put that on because I'm like, I gotta figure out how I can frame it and keep it preserved, because it's seen a lot of wear. It's not mint condition, that's for sure. But I can't just leave this in a box. This is so cool. I have to have him out. Do I go ahead and the value, just disregard the value and put it permanently and maybe just clear tape it so it stays standing? Or maybe I can get a frame, maybe a glass frame, to put it into a case. I'm not sure. Let me pan up for you and let me show you the parts of the cardboard cutout. Let's see. Let's start with the Klingon bird of prey. Some of these that they had on eBay, well, a lot of them, they didn't have the ship, the Klingon ship on top. And actually, a lot of them just had the top half of Mr. Spock without the three-dimensional cardboard items, and the pants and a stand and a ship weren't even there. So this one is relatively complete. I'll show you the ship and the first three-dimensional movie picture. That's when in the shuttle bay on the Enterprise A, Kirk told Spock to kill Sybok, and he couldn't. Obviously, we find out that that's because of his stepbrother. Movie info, which I just gave you guys. The one on the other side, excuse my camera work. Captain Kirk, Mr. Sulu, and Dr. McCoy. And Mr. Spock is holding a copy of the VHS version of Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Behind Mr. Spock, you've got the moon. Okay, now Mr. Spock himself. He's in uniform with the insignias on his shoulder. His comm badge. Let's see. His uniform and his Starfleet issued belt buckle. Down to his pants and his shoes. So this is probably well, I'm going to say it's life size because this is pretty tall. Actually, let me take the camera off of the tripod. Now it's really going to be crappy camera work. Shaky. Excuse the mess. This is my F350, my 1/350 scale USS Enterprise refit that I'm working on. And I had just finished a secondary hull. So getting closer to Mr. Spock. Let's see. Get the disruptor cannons leading up to the bird of prey, ready to fire photon torpedoes down to the other disruptor. You remember this is the ship where Captain Kirk, he's alone on a planet. He gets beamed up after the Klingon bird of prey destroys the creature that was there, the entity. And he gets beamed aboard this ship. And as we find out that the gunner that helped save Captain Kirk was Mr. Spock. And it was in a funny scene, Captain Kirk goes to hug Spock, and Spock goes, "Captain, please, not in front of the Klingons." Pretty amusing. Down to the movie info. And we have some more scenes from the film. Captain Kirk, Mr. Sulu, Dr. McCoy. Again, the 3D effect is really cool. And he's holding a copy of the VHS tape. Of course, DVDs weren't around back then. Well, they might have been, I'm not sure. Starfleet insignias. You got the retired general, the Klingon general. You got Sybok. And you've got Captain Kirk. So this is really, really cool. And I like the 3D effect. Let me see if I can kind of show you guys without the glare, the 3D look. It really brings it out. You know, it's almost not fair that the video stores would get these, you know, almost for free, I'm guessing. They just get them in the mail. I would have loved to have had access to these. Can you imagine having the Star Trek the Motion Picture one? If they had one, that'd be pretty amazing. And like I said, I got plenty of pictures of this to put up for you, so as I go along, right down to his Starfleet issued shoes, his pants, to his uniform. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I want to keep it displayed because it's just amazing. But I don't. It's so big. I don't know if I'll be able to put it in a frame, because it's got to be close to 7 feet high with the ship. If Mr. Spock stands 6 feet tall, then it's got to be close to 7 feet. And it's just amazing. I love it. It fits right into my Star Trek collection. What do you guys think? Well, that, my friends, is the Star Trek Standee cutout from Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed unboxing it and put it together and showing you. And until the next video, I'll talk to you guys very soon.